Okay.
You can pointing. I
Any
don't know.
recommendation, or should I point you?
Cindy.
Well done. Well done.
Okay. Cindy, are you there?
Advice from Thailand. What did I miss?
So Mas Gani just recommend you to be my secretary for today. So blame it on him.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Nice. So before our uh, meeting started, should we play the intro, sir, as usual? Okay.
Sure, sure.
I hope I get the uh, voice right. Yeah. Wait. Let me try my best. Let me know if it is not audible. Okay, everyone.
Yep.
Can't hear it. Can I hear?
We cannot hear Audrey.
Oh my God!
Audrey's coming by
Really?
herself.
I
I'm
think
June already.
because you use a headset, Audrey.
Oh, really?
Ah, that's
I'm
why.
I'm using the headset just not to cause
Sharp
any
as
echo,
nails,
Mas.
Gotti. Sharp as nails.
Wait.
Jadi harus pakai external
No,
speaker.
actually you can share the audio, but share it the Chrome tab only, not the entire window. So you can share the audio.
Oh my God! Thank you, Kak, for the help. Yeah. Pardon my technology lagging. Okay.
Nice, nice. Hey, Audrey, you can share the new one that you made yesterday for the all hands.
I will share it later, sir. Okay, wait.
Okay. All right. You
I
decide.
am surprised with the sudden request. I am so sorry. Okay. Okay, so good morning, everyone.
Morning.
I saw a lot of new face here. I hope I don't mistake everyone. Like we have a lot of new face here, and I guess Mas Gani expecting more troops. So yeah, welcome everyone to the Branding and Copywriting Guild. So for today, I will be chairing, and I will have Kak Cindy here as my secretary, and Mr. Ching, of course, to record our meeting. So yeah, I am moving to our discussion. Yeah, just everyone just let me know if the screen is not visible for you, or maybe I am lagging. So yeah, based on last week's meeting, we have some things to follow up here. Okay, the first one is the touch points for branding, and Mas Gani proposed a new topic about how Bukit Vista become inspirational for partners, guests, and employees. So I guess we will discuss about the touch points for branding first. Okay, as everyone can see in the screen here, there are three touch points from the first one is from partnership, the second one is from Kak Wei from guest, and then the third one is from employee from Kak Cindy. Okay. Maybe I will have Kak Cindy update this one first, please.
Okay. Regarding the sub discussion to decide whether we need copywriting on Indonesia or not, I already asked Kak Tendi, but I asked it this morning because I totally forgot about it. Sorry, everyone. But I will follow up with Kak Tendi and maybe collaborate with from the partnership funnel if he needs more example about the copywriting. That's all that I can update.
Okay, so this is about the copywriting within whether it will be better in English or in bahasa ya Kak Cindy. Okay. Um, have you
Previously, we already have the example in English, right? But
okay?
I realized that Kak Tendi might also need help about um, the example in Bahasa Indonesia. So I asked him whether he really need it or no. After I get the confirmation from him, I will collaborate with the partnership funnel um, to provide the example that he needs.
Okay. So can I cross this up discussion this one, like since you already did this?
Yeah.
Okay, and how about the first and the second point, Kak Cindy? Or maybe to Kak Gani, since Kak Gani is mentioned here.
The first one is okay. Kak Gani already said okay, and the inconsistent logo will make it consistent from right now. Already work it from for the social media, so I guess all of them is done.
Okay, thank you. Please, Kak Cindy, help me to write down about the conclusion, yeah. From for the first, second, and the third point. Okay, thank you. So I will cross this since this is done. Thank you, Kak Cindy and employees. So I will go to Kak Wei. Any updates from 3 point? Oh, Kak Gani, yeah. I'm sorry. How are you?
Okay, sorry, Audrey, to interrupt you,
Yeah.
but since we have new people here, we have Gerard, Reza, Karis, and Afla. I think it's a good time to give apa ya, reminder again. So, what is the purpose of why we having this meeting, right? So we have to be set up uh, the foundational understanding, so we are all in the same page. I believe if we just directly to discuss about dependency, I believe new people here is very confused. What happened here? Why it's talking about this? So I think everyone doesn't understand yet about what is the meeting about. It's okay, Audrey, no worries. So here this meeting is basically the branding and copywriting workshop, you call it, or meeting. So basically, this meeting is we as a content creator, as a awareness team, as a part of the company, we will have a mission to make our branding in company is consistent. It's based on the branding guideline. It's based on what we believe as a guideline. So if Audrey, could you help me to scroll up and click the link of very top of button? Brand and style guideline. Okay, so here everyone, I just want to scroll up paling atas, Audrey, paling atas lagi. Nah, so we already put the brand and style guideline. You can click it, Audrey. So everyone, new person here. So if you guys want to create a content or something that relate to our Bukit Vista branding, please always to apa namanya to refer to this document. Audrey, can you share it screen? Yep. Nah, so this is our branding and style guideline. Can you choose the general principle, Audrey? Yeah, the general principle di bagian kiri. Yeah. So there is a lot of guideline, a lot of apa namanya rules, you call it. If you have a like I said before, if you want to create a content, you should refer to this guideline. There is the company logo rules there. There is a company branding color. So make sure you always follow this guideline. So the goal is make our branding is consistent. So every time is always consistent. We always use same color. We always use same graphic design. We always use same apa namanya font, same copywriting. Yeah, it's basically to make it consistent. Yeah, I think just that for the introduction. Yeah, I think just that. Please continue, Audrey.
Okay, thank you, Mas Gani. I am sorry for the inconvenience.
No
Okay.
worries.
Okay, wait. I will share the screen back. Hold on, everyone. Okay. So I hope everyone get the same perspective and also takeaways about this meeting. Yes. So later on, everyone can participate actively, and also please let us know if you want to state any inputs or maybe topics for better growth. Okay, wait. Why is it? Why my signal is okay? Okay. 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 Let me share my screen. Okay, here we go. Okay, so next we have Kak Wei from Guess. Okay, for stating 3 points. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was like what we talked yesterday about sonic branding. We have the original one, like, and then we have like the for the occasional events one, right? And then for the copywriting, I think yeah, this one I still a little bit confused because um our main audience are Indonesian actually, but like what Mr. Jing said, it's actually okay to use two language because we can translate it. Instagram have the translation feature, but I'm kind of confused about the Instagram Reels though. What do you think I have to use? Do I have to still use the yeah? Do I have to still use the Indonesian or change to English?
Okay. I'll take a chance at that. Wei, you look really different, by the way. I think it's you have a new laptop camera. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. No, it's very inspirational. So the point that we must understand is this. Okay. It's not about whether or not there's a translation feature included in Instagram or Instagram Reels. It's really being specific. Everyone here is being very strategic about what audience is served best on what channel. Okay. So, what audience actually fits what channel? When we do marketing, this is an important thing. Not all of our audiences choose to approach us through the same channel. For example, let's say TikTok. You're probably not going to have a property partner approach us through TikTok. Property partners tend to be a little bit older, 50, 60, 70 years old. Okay. People who use TikTok are generally, a little bit younger. So that is probably not the right channel, TikTok, to approach an older property owner. Okay. So that's an example of that. So in this particular choice, what you're looking at is, okay, you have Instagram Reels. What audience is going to be, let's say, more engaged in Instagram Reels? If it's both, then you might do another separation. What days or what time zones will you publish, let's say, updates on Instagram Reels, such that they can essentially slot? Think of it this way. Maybe, I don't know if this is possible using Instagram Reels. I'm not an expert on Instagram Reels, but think of it like a TV station way. So the same TV station, they might have different programs on it depending upon the time of day. Usually TV stations stick with one language, actually. So maybe that's not the greatest example. But okay, Instagram Reels could be actually a gray case, I think. It could be somewhere where we have a foreign audience and wait, let's not be gray. Let's use data. Do we know, if our Instagram Reels audience, is it most likely going to be an Indonesian audience or most likely going to be an international audience?
From what I see from the Instagram Insights, the whole of it, it's mostly from Indonesian audience.
All right. So okay, that's one thing. Okay, so that's one thing. The other thing is this, everyone. So what is your plan for that particular channel? Okay. Do you want Instagram Reels be specifically for an Indonesian audience, or do you want it to have more broad appeal? Okay. Or do you want it to have international appeal? So in that particular decision, you might need to whatever you choose determines whatever it's going to be. Okay. So if you choose to, let's say, all right, I'm going to use English on my Instagram Reels, then you might alienate and make it more difficult for your Indonesian audience to grow on that particular channel. Okay. But you open yourself up for a more international audience. Or the reverse. Okay. You might go into Indonesian and then you would essentially choose. I think that's an important choice. Gunny, tell me what you think on this one. I think you need to make strategic decisions about what particular audience you want to focus on with a particular channel. It is generally not a great idea to try to cram everything into one particular tool or one particular channel, because that channel will not be optimized to reach all the different groups of people out there. Your thoughts, Gunny? Or okay,
Okay.
well, to Audrey then.
Mas Gani first, please.
Okay. Um, Here's my strategy. First, we need to ask our client, which is HR team, our reservation team. So ask them how is the inquiry coming at the last 1 month. Take a look. What is the audience looks like? Is it mostly foreign or mostly Indonesia? And how is the quality of inquiry itself? Is it Indonesian is more high quality rather than foreign? Okay, that's if you know the answer, then just stick to it. We
Mm,
in this platform we try to apa namanya we try to give the service through our real client, which is the guest, right? So we doesn't give the service through a person that not really fit with us. So please, you can start with that first. You can start with
very good point there, Gunny. The one thing that sometimes and everybody else, this is a big rookie mistake, a beginner mistake on social media, is getting too caught up in vanity metrics. Okay, what is a vanity metric? A vanity metric is I want followers, I want likes. No, maybe if you want to be a celebrity, no, but even if you want to be a celebrity, there has to be a certain quality to your followers, a certain quality to your likes. What you really want is you want to be able to have a business relationship with your followers. Okay. And that doesn't mean everybody who's following you is necessarily going to become in this business relationship with you. Okay. So be very specific about what you are targeting. Otherwise, you might get a lot of likes, you might get a lot of followers, but these people have no relevancy to your actual day-to-day business, and that is never a good idea. Okay, so what Gani just said, I think, is really important. Let's go over to Audrey. Audrey, you had an idea.
Okay, so actually, I've been listening to Mr. Jing and Mas Gani talking about the channel separation and also how to decide the better quality. Actually, I want a further explanation. Maybe everyone else is here new also need further explanation about what do you mean with channel separation and also how to differentiate between the celebrity and artist thingy and also how to decide a better quality. Just to give everyone a little bit heads up about our discussion. So I hope everyone don't mind. Okay.
Oh, Audrey, is that a question?
Yeah, I need
Oh,
a
okay.
further explanation. I'm so sorry, sir.
Okay. Audrey, what you've done here is actually really, really good. That's a core value recognition right there, everyone. That is helping others to help themselves. So, Audrey, instead of being like, okay, all right, I get this, she's thinking about, do all the other people in this room understand what we're talking about here? Okay. So, thank you for giving us that opportunity. I'll try to go down the list that Audrey just talked about one by one. Um, Channel audience separation means this, that it's just like what I just said, right, about the TikTok and let's say, for example, you are trying to reach older people who are in their 60s, 70s, and 80s. Would you use Snapchat, TikTok, or Instagram Reels? Probably not. They do not engage very much on that. So what channel should you pursue them? Maybe a phone number. Okay, that could be one specific channel. Maybe an email. That's probably as far as your 67-year-old people go. Okay, so phone or email. That's a particular channel. Of course, within different nationalities, I think we all understand that people use different communication tools. For example, I understand Line is heavily used by some Indonesians, but like a lot of Koreans, a lot of Japanese people use Line. Snapchat is used mainly by, I guess, Americans, and Instagram is kind of used by everybody. Okay, so each particular audience might prefer a different particular channel to actually, focus their activities. We also have to remember this, that why is there LinkedIn and Facebook, right? Why doesn't Facebook also just do professional networking? Some people also, the same person might separate their activities into different channels. So they might go to LinkedIn to do professional work, Facebook to connect with friends and family, maybe Instagram for discovering new things. Okay, so within that same person, same audience, they will also select different channels. The next is this idea about celebrity versus artist. Okay, so celebrity, focus is where you are essentially just trying to get as much attention as possible, doing whatever the audience wants you to do. The audience wants to see you eat 100 eggs, you eat 100 eggs. The audience wants to see you, like dunk your head upside down in a toilet, then you dunk your head upside down in a toilet. You do whatever it takes to get views. That is a celebrity mindset, okay? What is an artist mindset? An artist mindset is where you just focus on doing what you think is actually very valuable, and you don't really pay attention to what your audience cares about or doesn't care about. Eventually, what happens, you hope, is that your audience will learn the value of what you're trying to create, and they will come over and appreciate you for what you've done. Okay, so both are okay. They're just different approaches in marketing, but we need to also understand that those are necessarily a choice. So that's the second thing I think Audrey was mentioning. Audrey, anything else? Okay, so we have that. Was there another thing that you wanted me to clarify?
Wait, I forgot the last thing, sir. I'm sorry.
Oh my God, we'll have to rewind the video to see. Did anybody else hear what Audrey just said that I haven't explained?
Wait, that one, celebrity influence. Oh, how to decide whether we can suit ourselves to decide the best quality of like uh, the previous discussion is like whether using Bahasa or English and so on. So
Okay, so whether or not to use Bahasa or English really depends. You can use both. Okay, you can use both, and you just need to make some decisions. You need to make some decisions on what channel am I going to engage my Indonesian or my Bahasa Indonesia speaking users, right? Writing users, and stick to that particular policy. What channel am I going to address my English speaking users and stick to that particular policy? Okay, if you look on, let's say, a website, you can just go on Airbnb. Airbnb has a different translation of their website depending upon what country you are coming from. So if you approach Airbnb in Japan, you'll see it's all translated in Japanese. Same website, but has many different translations based on the audience and the location. That's the magic of a website, actually. You can have like these different iterations on the same thing. You can actually do the same thing for Instagram. You might create an Instagram page just for your Indonesian audience. You might create a different Instagram page for your foreign audience. If you really want to get micro audience, you could create one for every nationality or maybe every age group, Gen Z, millennial, boomers, whatever, all these different age groups. You can create that. It's just a decision. You just have to decide and stick to it. This is the best example. I'm sure we're all adults here, so you might have gone to a club before, okay? When you go to a club, you generally will hear one type of music in that club, right? You don't go to that club and you hear country music and rap music and hip hop and R&B and pop all in the same club. That's generally not, maybe in different floors, but at least each particular experience is unique. That's a little bit like how you have to commit to a particular channel for a particular audience. That's how you grow that channel. Trying to make something for everybody generally makes you nobody's favorite, right? So commit to a particular channel. Gani, in this particular case, I would say you have also a bit of power here, okay? So you don't you can be an artist in this case. You can say, all right, I'm going to dedicate this particular channel to a guest that is not my fan yet, right? They are not my follower yet, but I'm just going to start creating content out there to attract that particular group. Now that's okay too. Okay, that's the artist mindset, right? Or you can use a celebrity mindset way and just go, who likes my stuff today? What do they like to see next? And let me just give them something more that they will engage with on the next episode. Okay, so that's another choice. You have to choose first artist, celebrity, and then you decide what to do with that particular channel. Okay, so that's a little bit of context there on setting the groundwork for marketing. I'll pass it back to Audrey.
Okay, thank you, sir. I hope everyone get the exact same perspective about what we are discussing right now. And later on, if we still have time, I want to hear like maybe takeaways from everyone new here. So yeah, we can maybe decide another new topic for next meeting. So yeah, okay, I will go back to Kak Wei. So Kak Wei, do you have any maybe input or yeah opinions on what we've discussing?
Maybe I will try Mas Gani's suggestion to ask uh, SAR team first to know what our exact qualities audience to decide.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Kawi. I will give the time to Mas Gani then.
Okay, Andre, I just share my screen real quick to give more better understanding about what we are talking here. So I think
That's amazing.
I know where this conversation is going to be. Okay, the path of this conversation. So by Kak first question is about what language we use on particular channel, right? On apa namanya on Instagram Reels. But if we can zoom out a little bit, we have to be more strategic, be more specific, like Mr. Jing said. So here's that come in my mind is basically we need to understand the market segmentation, and here I provide a market segmentation guide from garyfox.co. So here's it's applied to everyone in this room, whether you are the employee squad, partnership squad, or guest squad. So this is for the better understanding. Yeah. So at the first, we need to understand the market segment first. This is require a research, require a data to understand better on this one. And on the market segmentation, we can apa namanya divided by for apa namanya four element. You can say four aspect: psychographic, geographic, behavioral, and demographic. This is why, if I'm not mistaken, when I put on the online assessment for digital marketing, like apa namanya for Gareth, I think you explained what is our audience detail on the online assessment, right, Gareth? If you remember, so that's why I put it there. So you need to understand first our audience based on this apa namanya this aspect. Understand the psychographic, geographic, behavioral, and demographic. And then is once you got the point, and then move into next stage is product positioning or business model. How does my business model or product or service meet their needs? Okay, jadi kalau misal kita mau menjual villa, nah villa ini cocoknya buat segmen yang mana nih? Nah, kayak gitu. And once we got their needs, got our where is our product, it's fit with who, and then we go into the next channel. Nah, this is the third the third apa namanya stage. So don't put channel in the first stage. Don't. It's a mistake. So put the market research first in the beginning, and then the channel in the last. So yeah,
Excellent.
how can I reach them? What channel do we do? Yeah, yeah. I think this is can be our guideline for market. I think this could be on BI thing, sir.
Yes, Gani, this inspires delight, and thank you so much for coming up with this is strategic framework for how to do marketing correctly. So it goes through each step: step one, step two, step three, step four. If we fail in our marketing, we can trace it back to this particular graph. Okay, did we segment incorrectly? Did we identify the wrong group? Did we not? Did we identify the right group and then fail to pick the right channel? We have essentially a map, and if we get lost, we can go back to the map and figure out where the correct pathway is. I think this is brilliant. Actually, this can be the foundation, and this can be the improvement to our current communication strategy guideline, right? Because our current communication strategy guideline is not staged, right? It's just you need the right message with the right audience, with the right timing, and the right channel. But how do you actually plan that? I think this one is much better. So I would really think about how to integrate this now into the basic way that we do marketing. Yes, that's perfect. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, that's great. Um, Persona, the percentage of the market that is there, the defining attitude, and that gives you essentially a way to prioritize how you want to utilize each particular channel. So you work your way from top to bottom, not bottom to try to find a top, right? Really, really, that's smart. That's smart. That's good.
Yeah. Actually, I have put this on this marketing evolution roadmap that we have made on August 2021, but I
That is
think
the new evolution.
no, no one listening it, no one taking our head.
Because it's not
So
on
I just,
Coda.
yeah. Okay, noted, sir.
Okay, let's put it on Coda. And
Mhm.
Gunny, for this is a tool without adoption, right?
I think so.
All right.
I think so.
So if you want the adoption, then we need to use the adoption machinery. We need to put it into orientation, put it into part of trials, make sure, like Audrey just checked, does everyone new here understand that these are our guidelines? And then that can be actually integrated into the
Mm.
into the team, and the team will start seeing it. So this is what I would label it an orphan tool. So the tool doesn't have a parent. It doesn't have a place where it belongs. So it's an orphan just sitting out there in the middle of the woods. So
Yeah.
integrate it into the culture of the company, and that way everybody will start using it as a method. Okay, great framework there. But let's put it into practice. Okay, Gani?
Okay, Miss Secretary, you can tag me to next dependency and put the market segmentation guide into Coda on all spot. On all
Can
spot.
I ask a question?
Of course, Nadia, I expect you to say something here.
Okay, sure. Actually very interesting. Can we go down to the segmentations of users or to the lower images? Let me see. Yeah, that one, that one. The on the right side. Yeah. Okay. Do we have this in Bukit Vista? No,
We don't.
Not yet.
we
We
don't,
don't.
But
right?
I remember Mr. Jing create apa namanya? What's called the green, red, yellow zone. Is it
That's different. That's
no?
more of a scenario. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
That's yes. That's kind of it, right? International travel, domestic travel, and inter-island travel. So that's a very rough framework. Gunny, we also have the other framework. We have the luxury, exotic, comfort, and budget traveler, right? So
oh,
that's the other type of persona that we have, and this can be a guiding post for how to take that classification system that we have and develop it further, actually. So yeah, that's yeah, that's good. That's not a good question. We should probably use it. Probably
Okay.
integrate it.
Actually, I've been mapping for the UI UX team, right, in product development, and one of my plan is actually to have the guest focus team for the UX. So our starting point is to create the user personas, actually, to create the user segmentation for the guests. Like our mostly focus is actually those like guests who are going to use our product, for example, like the guest portals, the website, and so on and so forth. So I think this can be our guideline to create the user persona and to defining to the segmentation of the users that probably that's going to use our service next, actually. So that's why actually asking regarding whether we already have the user segmentation, so that I don't have to reinvent the wheel. That's my questions actually.
The only user segmentation that we have right now is according to budget, comfort, luxury, and exotic. We might want to keep that for integration purposes, Nadia, because right now the data scientists are trying to classify the properties into those buckets, and the negotiation and conversion are trying to also identify guests and put them into those particular categories. So I think we're becoming unified around these four categories. But if you want to have a discussion about how to integrate it, talk to me,
Sure,
right?
sure,
And
sure,
we'll try to
sure, sure.
come up with. I think I think the time is right to unify it, because if we have too much different ways, then all the parts won't fit together, right? The conversion chapter will be like, all right, well, are you a logos, pathos, or an ethos type guest? And that doesn't
Yeah,
have any correlation then to the property, and it might not actually be okay. Anyway, so that's that.
yeah. Okay.
count me in, Nadia.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
will
Let's get
join.
Gillian there too.
Sure, sure,
Okay.
sure. Actually, I invited KB, but she's not here actually. So yeah, We're probably going to do more research on the user's persona regarding their experience, especially the type of guests who have been apa namanya in using our service actually. So that's actually one of our goals for the users. Sure.
Let's do this. Nadia, just remember team management. So, are there
Yeah.
any interns that would like to join us in defining a crucial piece of our marketing strategy? So, what this involves is really defining the guest segments according to, according to some sort of standard, and this will be foundational. I think it's a really good experience, and also for team leaders, we'll probably also need some delegates as we actually proceed with this project, and we would need to have those delegates to be early in the orientation. Okay, so don't all sign up at the same time, but if
Yep.
you're interested in this, let's go ahead and give you guys the opportunity to state your interest. Just if you're interested, just go ahead and put in the chat box that you'd like to participate, and we'll invite you to the meeting. Okay. All right. Let's
Yep.
continue. Back to Audrey.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Mas Gani, Kak Nadia, and also Mr. Jing. Mas Gani, can you please help me? Yeah, I don't know what is wrong with my coda. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Mas Gani. Okay, so back to Kak Wei. Can I take this as done then?
I think
Think
it's
about this
still
uploaded.
this particular copywriting is still in progress. What do you think? Yeah.
Okay, sure, no problem. I also thought the same that maybe you need a further discussion, yeah, especially with the HIR team as your client later on. Okay, Mas Gani, please untick them. I'm sorry. Okay, I see Kak Cindy here. Yeah, please.
Yeah. I just need a little confirmation from Kak Gani. Kak Gani, when do you think you can finish to put the market segmentation on Coda?
Next week, okay, because I need to have a sub discussion first with Nadia and Mr. Zing about to unify it, and then after we can find a way, we can inspect it next week, Cindy.
Oh, so it's not only put it but also integrate with the other framework, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Kak Cindy, for the confirmation. Okay, now I will deliver my update. Because the CM haven't done any sub discussion regarding to our dependency on the partnership contract. So I am requesting to report this by next week. We haven't have any sub discussion about this. I am so sorry, but I will deliver the update by next week since we have 3 points to discuss here. The first one is the tone and voice that we need to discuss whether we are going to be a celebrity or an artist, as Mr. Jing said previously, and also about the copywriting that should be implied toward the partnership message. And the last one is the sonic branding usage in the project or event. So yeah, I will deliver the update by next week. I'm so sorry, everyone. Kak Cindy, please tag me later to deliver this by next week. Yeah. Okay. Moving on to Mas Gani's new topic. Yeah, I think we can open this in the mural, Mas Gani, since
Okay.
everyone already state their opinion there.
Okay.
Yeah. By the way, Mr. Jing, I love the mural so much. This help us to
Okay.
understand better. Okay.
Hey, actually, let's invite everybody here who is an intern or new to participate in this exercise. Okay, now we've created this tool in order for everybody to be able to express their ideas. Now, what I want you guys to do is to, I know you're all pretty new at Bukit Vista, and that could be a good thing. You could actually see this company as something that maybe some of us older people cannot actually see anymore. So put in your thoughts, please, right? So put in what you actually think are ways that why do guests choose Bukit Vista? Why do partners choose Bukit Vista? Why did you choose to work at Bukit Vista? Okay, so we'll brainstorm these ideas for some amount of time, and then we'll classify them, and then we'll distill down the best ideas so that actually wait. Let me ask Gunny. Gunny, why are we doing this? What's the purpose of this exercise?
The purpose is to uh, to build the culture of brainstorming so we have a same understanding.
Oh, okay. All right. So this is an activity so that we can improve our understanding so that when we do our work, we know why and how to actually focus our content. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay. Yeah.
Mas Denny,
First one, I
yeah.
think I just follow the outline on the right side of mural, right? So first we have a problem statement. Okay. So what problem are we trying to solve? And then I put the problem is here, how Bukit Vista become an inspirational company for partners, guests, and employees. Okay, and then second one is we start the brainstorm. So write down any ideas that come to mind that address your problem statement.
Okay. All right. How much time should we
That's
allow the audience or the team here to brainstorm, Gunny?
and this is say 10 minutes.
Oh, 10 minutes. Okay. 10 minutes. We'll finish this meeting.
Oh no, okay. And then 5 minutes then.
Okay, 5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes. And what is the what do you want us to focus on? Deferring judgment, going for volume, building the ideas of others, staying on topic. What's the if we go up a little bit, what's the theme that you want us to focus on?
Uh, uh, mm, build on ideas.
Okay,
No.
build on ideas. All right. So take a look
Yeah.
on an existing idea and see how you can expand it. Okay. Anything else?
Stay on topic.
Okay, stay on topic, stay focused. Okay, anything else?
Done. That's
Okay,
it.
that's it. Okay, all right, let's do it. So everybody, 5 minutes. Let's jump in and start coming up with ideas.
Is Afla and Karis already joined this one? You guys know the link? Not yet?
I put it on the chat box actually, but I
Oh,
everyone have the same visibility. So please kind of check everyone and let me know if you guys have any difficulty.
yeah. Oh, we
And
can zoom.
I want to add up things. Maybe I encourage everyone to put the sticky notes in different colors, maybe from different contexts, since I did it. So yeah, it might give you an easier way to explain later on, everyone.
Uh, I think this is fun by knowing people thoughts and ideas in the same page.
Yes, actually, for Gunny, in terms of team management, I'll just speak on the background. Everyone, please continue doing what they're doing. Right? It solves one of our problems, which is we have single-threaded discussions, which is we just have one pathway through usually a discussion. This allows for multi-threads, like many different ideas can exist at the same time, and it actually solves one of our meeting problems. Yeah, which is how do you get more people to actually when you have more people in a meeting, how do you actually get more utility and more value at that meeting? So this is that's why we're using this tool.
Mas Gani, if I can propose, maybe for next meeting we can put any mural or Jamboard link in the Google
Sure.
Calendar so everyone can immediately put on their ideas.
Oh,
Yeah.
on Google Calendar ya.
Yes. So
Okay.
we will reduce like the brainstorming time maybe like 5 minutes earlier so we can discuss it better. In
Ah,
a,
good.
Preparation ya.
Yeah.
yeah, just to make sure everyone is invested on the same page.
Okay. Hey, Gareth, why you delete your ideas? I saw you creating interesting ideas there. Why you delete all?
Sorry, Kak, I just realized it is not relevant with the other content, so I'll just remake another idea.
Okay, okay.
But actually, it's okay. He just needs to be
Yeah,
some confident. It's okay.
I saw you write down sophisticated level, something like that. Gareth, I think it is interesting. Oh, a lot of ideas here. Oh, we also can ini ya, apa namanya, put foto here. Oh, okay, okay. How to put my name on text? Kamu di mana, Feby? Where are you? Ini punya Feby.
Di dekatnya Audrey, Kak, di partnership. Di yang kuning.
Nyampur. Ini.
Yeah.
How to write?
I don't know how to put my name on the headline. I don't know.
Oh gitu ya? Gimana sih caranya? Lupa caranya.
So I just put it on the Audrey.
Oh, title. Nah ini Karis bisa nih. Karis, gimana cara kamu bikin title barusan? Draw, wow, text. Oh ini tapi you can drag a title. Nah ini kan, this one right, happy. Ya, ya kan? Nah, tinggal di text format bold. Oke. Ini ya. Oh.
Mas Gani, I think 5 minutes already passed.
Yeah, yes. Okay. Sir, what we do next?
Okay. What we do next is we probably need to do this, right? We need to start prioritizing and showing everybody what that is an idea that's on focus and what is an idea that is a little bit off focus. Okay, so let's go and examine these ideas and determine which ideas need to be prioritized. Okay, so let's visit and see what kind of ideas we have there. And let's also, because it's the first time we're using this, let's establish some culture points. The first thing I'd like to actually point out is Cindy. Cindy, you have a lot of ideas, but they're all on one card. And that makes it very difficult then to move different ideas around. You want one idea on one card, okay? So that way, if there's a good idea on that list, we can move it into the good idea side. But if there is not a good idea in the same list, we can also put it aside. So Cindy, let's have you start adopting this as a new best practice. And if you've done the same as Cindy, please also split your ideas into different post-its. Okay, so one note for each particular thing. Okay, let's keep on grouping. We need to decide on how to group the ideas. So the easiest way to group is, let's say these are good ideas, relevant, and maybe a little bit less relevant. Okay, so without looking at all the ideas at once, let's just go ahead and dive into. Let's go over. Can we zoom in over on Gareth's ideas? Okay, Gareth is over on the right-hand corner over there. Gareth, we're going to take a look at your ideas. Once again, for everyone here, we believe in a culture of radical candor. We're not here to step on your ideas, make you feel bad, but we are here to set the correct alignment. Okay, so we're going to use open, candid discussion. If an idea isn't correct, then we're going to say it's not correct. If an idea is brilliant, we're going to say it's brilliant. Okay, so let's look and try to divide Gareth's ideas. Why partners choose. Busy, right? Very good, right? They need a manager for their property. Very true. So that's absolutely true. That's one of the key reasons why a lot of partners choose Bukit Vista. Okay, but it can be improved. Okay, let's see what the next thing that Gareth wrote is. Why employees choose Bukit Vista? Because it's a new and young company. It's fast-paced environment, faster growth. Want to expand in the hospitality industry, innovative, flexible, relaxed working environment. Okay, great. Gareth, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to take and break those ideas into 1, 2, 3. You're going to have one card for each particular idea. Okay. So then we can take a look and put those together. All right. What we can do now is let's take Gareth's idea over there and move it over to the other side. We can group it because I think his idea on the partners, yes, that one can go over on that list. We'll put that down as in a, let's define the groups. The top group here, we'll just say is good ideas, right? They are aligned correctly. Okay. So I am just go ahead and putting that in at the top. Okay, let's keep on going. Let's take a look at Waze ideas next. Let's see which ones we can actually move over. So let's see. Waze says that guests. Okay, why do guests choose Bukit Vista? Because we have a lot of property choices. Yes, that is correct. That is a correct understanding. Because we have interesting content on Instagram. Now that needs to be refined a little bit. Okay, we have interesting content, but why do they choose? Oh, wait, let me not assume. Let me go to wait. Why do you think that is why guests choose us?
The interesting content.
Yeah, why do you think interesting content could be the reason why guests choose us?
I mean, because the awareness of Bukit Vista, and then they know that we have a recommendation of properties from the Instagram itself, and even the recommendation of what to do in Bali or Jogja.
Okay, got it. So in a way, I need this to be refined a little bit. Okay, yes, we do have interesting content, but that isn't the why they choose us. That's how they become aware of us, right? But of course, other people have interesting content as well. What is it that we're doing? Let's go to Gani. What is the interesting content helping to do?
Okay, this is interesting. So
Yeah.
I will also introduce the user experience design that brought by Nadia,
Okay.
the development team, UX. So in this guideline of guess what guideline, I divided the guideline into two moments. First moment is getting an inspirational for travel, and second moment is guest searching for an accommodation. So what we said about interesting content, it's not about the interesting, but it's part of apa namanya guest find relevant information about the accommodation.
Right.
So that's why we put the copywriting to market the property here. Guest find accurate picture in the accommodation. Yeah. So that interesting word can be apa namanya examine better. What kind of content?
Let's go back. Okay, so let's go back to Mural and let's examine what actually we're doing. We're helping guests make a decision, providing helpful information. Okay, and we're enabling guests to discover and expand their choices. Okay, and by doing so, we earn guest trust. Okay, that's essentially a reason. That's the purpose of your interesting content. The purpose is to actually help them discover, is to give them helpful information and also build that trust, because what you're saying is accurate. So that's the purpose, right? But that's why they choose, and you deliver that by providing interesting content. Okay, so that's where we need to make a distinction. Okay, good photography, same thing, right? Same thing. Let's go back to Gunny again. Wait, let's bring in somebody new. See what they know. Let's bring in Garrett. Garrett, same case here, right? Is good photography the reason why, or does it support something that then gives the why?
Okay, I think it supports because as guests, when we look at listings online, obviously photos very support the decision if we provide very good photos, high quality photos, photos that can represent the property better, then of course it will support the but it is not like the main reason it supports.
Okay, great. Okay, so what is that experience that we're trying to create by using good photos? Let's go over to somebody new. Let's go over to Cindy. Cindy, why do we use good photos? What is the experience that we're trying to deliver?
By using good photo, we show them each details of our properties.
So that
so that the guests have the right expectation, so that the guys know better about the property before they visit it.
Correct. It's accuracy, right, which comes from detail. It's trust, because good photos indicate that, hey, somebody probably spent some time, right, to actually care about this. So this wasn't taken with the camera phone last minute. This is something that actually was prepared. Okay, so that helps build trust. This is really important in the perception of hospitality on the guest side. This is a wisdom thing that I was told once. Hospitality is when things are done for you. All right. Not hospitality is when things happen to you. Okay. So when things happen for you, somebody prepared these photos for you. Somebody prepared this welcome drink for you. Okay. What is something that happens to you? I got lost on the way going to your listing, going to your property. That happened to me. That didn't happen for me. The host gave me a map for me so that I wouldn't get lost. So that's oh, there you go. There you go. That's awesome. All right. What are we taking a look at here? What are we seeing here?
I'm just Googling and search guest guest satisfaction.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Fantastic. That's really, really powerful, guys. So cool. So yeah, by starting with photography, by starting with good photographs way, you're enabling this feeling of things are happening now for the guest, right? We are being accurate. We are being trustworthy. We are taking interest in creating a delightful state experience, starting from the photographs. So that's what you're actually doing, and the way that you do it is through good photography. Okay, so everybody, we need to understand also the difference between purpose and activity. Okay, in this particular exercise, what we're trying to find is purpose. What is the purpose? Because activity we can modify. We can have two different activities to achieve the same purpose, but we need to be clear what the purpose of each activity is trying to get to. And this is a good. Oh, excellent! Yeah, there you go. There you go. So good photography allows the ordering section of the experience to become more flawless, becomes more desirable, more experientially enriched. So those are the purposes of having that. Great idea. Okay, so let's go back up to the brainstorm, and I think we can take these now away. And if they've been refined, please refine that way and put the purpose in there. Okay, why guests choose Bukit Vista? Fast and friendly response and positive reviews. Okay, those are all fairly accurate, right? Being fast and friendly makes the booking process and the reservation process more flawless, right? Positive reviews are working. Okay, so we can take these and we can move these over once Waze made the arrangements over to that. Okay, that's it. That's kind of an example of what we can do now. So we brainstorm a lot, and then we filter the correct ideas, and then this starts giving everybody a more clear picture of what our goals are. What does it look like when guests want to stay with Bukit Vista? Once you have this understanding, then when you create content, you'll create content based on the correct understanding, right? Based on the correct direction. And use
Back to
brand.
Audrey.
Okay. Sorry Mas Gani, nggak denger tadi.
Back to you. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Mas Gani. Okay, thank you for setting the example. Maybe this will be our next meeting's discussion too, and also a framework about how to discuss and brainstorm. Thank you, Mr. Ching and Mas Gani. So before discussion, I would like to ask maybe some new people about their impression towards the meeting. Yeah. Okay. I hope everyone don't mind to maybe like just brief explanation and also impression. First, I would go to Kak Aflah. Like what takeaways do you get from this meeting? Briefly. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Audrey, for the time. I think from joining this meeting, I think I have a lot of takeaways, especially from branding of Bukit Vista to everyone, to every partner of Bukit Vista, not only partner but guest and also the guest and also the employee. I think I have a takeaways that there is a lot of branding that Bukit Vista has to to fulfill the needs of the employee and also the guest and also the partner, so that they will have a good experience with Bukit Vista, so that they could be some kind of some kind of loyal to Bukit Vista, so that Bukit Vista business activity could get higher some time to time. I think that's all from me, Kak. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Kak Aflah. We're moving on to Kak Reza then. Please.
Okay, from me, I think I got about branding and understand to pay attention to specific to detail before deciding on marketing execution. I think that's enough
Okay.
from me.
Okay, thank you, Kak Reza. To Kak Risma.
Yes, so my takeaways, sorry, am I audible? Yeah, my takeaways would be, I think I've read the brand and guidelines from Coda, but most interesting would be the market segmentation that Kagani has created. I have read a bit and I think that's the biggest takeaway. Yeah, that's all for me.
Okay, thank you, Kak Risma. Kak Gani laku keras ya. Okay, last but not least, Kak Gareth.
Okay, but excuse me, but can I share my screen because I have some ideas that maybe
Sure.
I don't know though about this, but
Sure.
okay, I'm just gonna share my screen. I hope that this is relevant. So, based on the conversation that we have created, talk about today, so this is like the idea that I have created. So previously we are a little bit confused on whether to use Indonesia or use English, right? So I think that we can determine this by like thinking about how sophisticated is the content in our social media. So I think that when we're trying to relate with younger audiences, or maybe we're trying to promote like fun activities in Bali or fun destinations or budget travels, we can use Bahasa Indonesia. Why we use this language? Because I think that when using Bahasa Indonesia, we can use like funny or relatable tones, languages, especially to younger audiences. And I think by using this, we can use the celebrity mindset because, of course, when yes,
That's really good.
because I think in TikTok, people in Indonesia usually like post contents that are everyone else is posting. So by following the trends and using Bahasa Indonesia, I think we could get more traction here. And of course, the content is as what I've previously stated. And maybe for sophisticated promotion, we can use English because as Indonesians, right? I don't know about researching, but I'm pretty sure most of us here, like when we go to restaurants and we read the menu and it is like in English, usually things are more expensive. So as Indonesians, have this mindset that English is more sophisticated. So I think that we can use language in more sophisticated promotions. And in these sophisticated promotions, we can use the artist mindset because people want to be inspired when we are promoting more sophisticated content, right? And the type of content that I want to promote here is like uh, our our feature centrics, or the benefits that we can give to our guests, and the who is of course the property owners and older audiences, because Mr. Jing said that property owners usually are 50 to 70 years old, and the contents that we might want to promote here are, of course, our values, what we do, and how can we help you, and maybe even luxury travel. So I think
Excellent.
that's all for me.
Excellent. Hey, I want to recognize you, Gareth, in this discussion for really inspiring delight, because what I see that you're doing is you're taking actually what was a problem before, and you're actually taking and using creativity and a deep understanding of all that we've mentioned so far to create a really new solution, actually. So that is something I hope that inspires everyone here. The joy of being in marketing is that it's a very, very creative activity, and once you've like mastered it, you realize that there's no limitations. You need to be more creative, right? Maybe there's a cocktail that you can put together using two ingredients that maybe didn't work together, and when you put them together, it starts working. So that's a really, really deep insight too. You're very, you've thought a lot about your own culture, about the I like the restaurant comparison. Here in America, we have a similar example, but it's with French. So if you go to a French restaurant, everything's expensive and it's written in French, and you're like, I guess that must be the more formal language as well, right? And that's a correct what do you call it? A congruency too, because French are known in this setting here in the U.S. for being artists, actually, and they stay in place, they do what they do, and they expect you will actually learn and understand their ways eventually. So that's actually a pretty a sharp observation. Everybody, I think it's within everyone's capability to actually be creative, step on toes, be the hero, and just throw it out there. That's why we have these meetings. That's the kind of energy and the kind of richness that comes when we put a lot of really creative people, really smart people together. So do that more, and we should have a lot of sparks fly. And then we execute, right? We have good plans now. We know what we're going to do, and when we execute, we feel relieved because we have a good idea that we can stand behind. So great. This is just the beginning. Okay, it's not this. Remember, meetings are not work. Meetings are not work. Meetings are the beginning to drive creativity processes so that our work is aligned correctly. Okay, so good start, Gareth. Thank you for stepping up and hopefully being an inspiration to the rest of the chapter here.
Okay, thank you,
Thank you, Mr. G.
Mhm.
Yeah, I really encourage you to put this into a little bit more detailed once, and I already request Kak Cindy to give you the row so you can later hyperlink anything. Maybe you can put it in Dropbox paper before or anything that we can access. Yeah, Kak Gareth. Okay,
Okay.
but no pressure. Thank you so much. I am delighted to to hear your ideas and also takeaways. Thank you for taking it to another whole new level. So yeah, we already mentioned you there. And yeah, I guess we are on the end of the meeting since I already put another 10 minutes extension. I am so sorry and I am thankful for everyone staying here. So yeah, thank you for attending today's meeting. I hope you guys have a nice day and please take your lunch.